Applying leverage with credit. I remember the first time I learned how to leverage my credit. Many years ago, when I first opened my business, I was hustling backwards. For the first 3 years, whenever I organized an event, I would dip into my life savings to pay for it. As soon as the event was over, I would always try to replace it. This approach worked until my business started to grow. Everyone knows in the beginning, everything goes back into the business. Plus, you might not see a profit for a year or two. I was not able to put all the funds back into my account every time. That meant if I wanted to do bigger events, I would need more upfront cash. Now the deposits were higher, so in order to get the events off the ground, I needed to do overtime at my 9 to 5. When I wasn't able to get the money from the job, I would borrow money from the bank, a friend, a family member. When this tactic wasn't enough, I would pay my personal bills late. At that time, I didn't realize paying bills late were hurting my credit score. If you remember what I said about that in my saving money video. This was not a smart move because it cost me more money in the long run. Not to mention, all of my events were not successful financially. I ended up putting in more hours at someone else's company. This is where part of the backward hustling came in. I think this could be the main reason why most businesses fail in the first 2 years. Lack of planning and preparation. New owners looking for ways to stay afloat after they've started the business instead of securing enough funding to stay open. Finally, I decided to open up a business checking account. I only needed $100. I was ready to walk out and the bank rep said, "Hold on. You have an offer here for a business credit card." I applied. Right there on the spot, they approved me for a card with a $3,000 credit limit. This was perfect. I was able to leave a deposit down at my venues, order my promotion items, and still have credit left if I needed to pick up any extras. This allowed me to free up my cash reserve to pay my bills on time. No longer having to do overtime and overall stress about money. After a few years, my credit line increased from $3,000 to $20,000. Now I can leverage my business better. I can afford $20,000 worth of merchandise instead of whatever I had in my account at the time. If you've learned anything from this, it would be leveraging credit is better than spending your own money. And that's it for this week on No Ceiling on Success.